Greetings, it's Vaygrim. Welcome to another episode of ModSauce. I've got my berry bushes that need to actually be picked, but really I need to move them. I've also got my sheep, but all of these sheep are excess. So I'm going to... Oh, missed him. Okay, well, that's fine. These blades that I've actually got were made from the soul or specter iron from random things, plus 8 attack, and they have soul solid. I can't remember what that gives me off the top of my head anyway. They're kind of semi-transparent, if you can see. I think that's neat. As you can tell, oh, I missed one. I picked up my farm, except for the bushes here. Oh gosh, I picked up my farm. Gonna get these melon seeds and plant these elsewhere. So, as it stands right now, I have this contraption. I can't remember if you guys were here for this. I think, let's see, I'm going to put that in my little bag. This is a hardened satchel from Thermal Expansion. It is a second tier satchel. The beginning one only has 1 line of inventory. The second one has 2. I gotta say, I'm not impressed with these. These things require, okay, a recipe for this is, first the satchel, it's leather and some tin ingots. That's not that big a deal. Leather, wool, and tin ingots. Okay, sure. But then you go to Invar, which is basically ferrous and iron with some tin nuggets, and the satchel, you upgrade it. And you get what I have. Then to upgrade this, I need more Invar nuggets and some hardened glass. Or fused quartz. Take your pick. See? So these things, this is only 3 lines of three lines of storage. I'm not impressed with these things. I'm probably going to go ahead and make a backpack from better chests and then just upgrade that, because this is really weak in my opinion. So I've left this down here temporarily because I do actually occasionally need to smelt or craft things while I'm down here, but I've been pretty busy. I got this set up so I could actually smelt stuff. If you notice, it's only 3 slots. That's because it's only 1, 2, 3 blocks high. This is a 3 by 3 by 3 mini smeltery. I've got a redstone clock block from Extra Utilities, 1 single piece of redstone on top to tick this. So it auto pours. There is a, whoopsie, hopper underneath pointing into this chest. I've got some spare aluminum brass ingots. I'm going to move this upstairs and expand it to a larger one. But this was my ore doubling when I first started off. And I had this extra seared tank. It carries 4 buckets of lava. And I had an extra bucket, of course, in the bucket that I was using to get lava into it. So I would come back and swap these out and take this one downstairs and put more lava into it, and it worked great. I got a whole bunch of ore doubling done, and I need to move that upstairs now. All this has been cleared out except for the guest beds. This is the diving board idea. Boing, boing, boing. Kind of works, kind of doesn't. I might get that and move it upstairs. The skiff is not here because the skiff is parked on the new air docks that I'm actually going to start working on, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 platforms up. I'm going to back up over here onto the hill. Oh, it's getting nighttime. Let's not. So, as you can tell, there is a maximum distance of 20 blocks for a elevator to work. I don't like this because I don't like having this many stops. So what I want to do is eventually get enough Ender IO tech going that I can make travel anchors. And then the travel anchors, I'll be able to hop a larger distance. I'll probably be able to take out at least every other, if not maybe take out that one and then probably those 2. And then probably take out that one. I want to do that and then put the travel anchors. Option number 2 is to have a travel anchor as high up as I can to where I can still see it from down here, and then leave the middle stations and the elevators in so people could use either one. I'm not sure. Eventually, though, this entire platform and docks area is going to get removed. Right now, I need all of this dirt. I have a definite need Or dirt. Let's get over here. That looks pretty good. Evened out. Now let's go over here and get these bushes. Great. I will come back with my Silk Touch shovel for the grass later. I'm going to put those in there. Put those in there. I'm actually going to put all the bushes in there for the time being. My extra sand goes in there. I've tried to actually organize these. Yeah, I'm going to put that in there for the time being. Oh, yeah. Mud. I don't know what use that mud is, but... yeah, anyway, you notice... nice stock of, oh yeah, all my smooth stone. I'm getting a great back stock of cobblestone and smooth stone to work with. It's going to be real nice. I wanted initially to make this place out of something other than stone, but I wanted to get it started. So I thought I'll make it with stone, smooth stone, and then swap it out later for something like chisel blocks. And I couldn't find any smooth stone pattern, because most smooth stone chisel patterns are like brick or fancy symbols or whatever, so, or cobblestone, so, or paving stones. I didn't like any of those, so I thought, oh, I'll go with something like factory blocks later when I have more iron. Then I figured I could just use a wand of equivalent exchange. Then I discovered the mod pack doesn't actually have Thaumcraft. I kind of took it for granted that it would actually have Thaumcraft, but it doesn't. So, you know, I'm kind of, I don't know. Right now, somebody has said that in the practicalities mod, why am I in? I was testing in a test world. That must have been. Actually, let's go to utilities mode. I know, I like to use magnet. Who knows? It, you know, don't gripe at me. Was it practicalities? That actually has a block exchanger. It's a matter transporter. I think you can actually move blocks with this. Somebody said that I could have used this to move the end stone portals blocks that was all over my base. But a diamond shard. Oh, actually, I could have made that. That's not that bad. Imbued sword. Watch out for the quick draw. Oh my gosh. Imbued nether star. That's why. Okay. Imbued tool. The O-penis. A Sita stick. Makes the rain go away. Come again some other day. I might make one of these. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't because it uses nether stars. A whole bunch of them. A void bucket. Let's see. Partitioned. Now a compression chest. I don't know what that does. It's probably just a chest with more storage in it. Vault controller. Work in progress. Do not use vaults. Refinery. This uses fuel, if I remember right, if I understand it right. This uses fuel to actually double your ore, and it's a great early game thing, but it's not very fuel efficient. Somebody said that there is a block swapper. Oh, luminous rod. I cannot find another fortress, so I don't have blaze, which means I don't have blaze powder yet. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that requires blaze powder that I'm stuck on. But somebody said that there is a block swapper in this mod, I believe. Nomatron. Machine core, radiant core. Logic matrix. This stuff isn't too expensive. I even have some nether quartz. I just don't know what it does. Filter cards. Yeah, somebody said that there was a way to swap out blocks in this mod or one of the other mods. I can't remember which one it was that had a block swapper. So I could actually, I think it was called the Exchanger. Let me see if I can search for it that way. Redstone exchanger. No. Oh, yeah, there we go. Ender Tech. That's it. Yeah, it's RF powered, and it swaps out blocks. Use while sneaking to choose source. Yeah, so I can actually make some of these, and they're RF powered, which is great. And I can use those to swap out the stone blocks for factory blocks. Then I can swap out the wood for, say, a wire grid floor, that black wire grid floor. I like that. That's a factory block also. It's just going to require a lot of iron. So yeah, I have a spiral staircase. This is a tentative design. I'm not sure I like it, but it's a spiral staircase to the second floor. If you notice, the second floors are paved in the hallways, and then 2 of the 4 areas. I need to do the south dome, and I need to do the west dome. Or, I don't know, module. Let's do modules. The west module and the south module. The central module is going to be decor. It's going to be armor stands with armor sets of armor and stuff. It's going to be furniture, and it's going to be kind of public space, public living space. The modules are going to have separate purposes. Like, if you go down here, the north module right now, the bottom floor of the north module is my kind of working space. This has got... So, let me see if I can explain this real quick. I want to go thermal expansion. But thermal expansion does not have any ducts. There's no... In this pack, we do not have thermal... It hasn't been updated in about a month. So, in this pack, there is no thermal dynamics, which means we do not have ducts. We do not have flux ducts or item ducts or anything. Which means, in order to move power in this pack, you need to either use mechanism conduits, which are hideously overpriced, and that would mean a lot of mechanism machines to do it. But there's irony in that later. Extra utilities, but in order to make a lot of the extra utility stuff that moves power, I have to make a QED. And QEDs are expensive and require a lot of power, so that's complication. So it comes back to Ender IO, the old faithful. I have officially explored the entire tech tree of machines for Ender IO that I need to get conduits of any kind. I can now get conduits, facades of any kind, fluid, item, redstone, whatever, and I can make them all, and I can facade and hide them all. So if I go back here, I made a crescent hammer temporarily. And if you notice right here, see, I actually have that covered in a facade. There's a line of cabling going beneath these machines. This is my power storage right now. This is a grade 2 cell. There's a lead cell, and then there's a hardened energy cell. I upgraded to hardened because it has more RF input and output. And it has 2 million RF storage. And then I have this thing back here. This is a new mod for me. This is Solar Panel Mark II. It's in the Solar Flux mod. At mod.solarflux. Solar Flux is cool. It is a solar panels mod for redstone flux, and I actually love this idea. Tier 2, it only generates 2 RF per tick. It can transfer up to 16. It holds 50,000 RF. So it's a little battery. This thing, the one I have, is 16 RF per tick generation. It transfers up to 128. It can hold 250,000. So this, I think if I do shift right click, you see it's got 250,000 held. It's maxed out. And this is maxed out. So this is a little bit of a battery. I want to get some more of these things made, and they're real easy to make. Basically, it's like compact solars, but instead of for IC2, it's for redstone flux. You make 8 of the level 1s, and you put it around a redstone reception cell coil, and you get a level 2. To make a level 3, you do 4 level 2s, and then a leadstone cell, and then some photovoltaic cells, machine frame. You see, you only need 4 of those. So this simple pattern only goes so far. Once I make 3 more of these Mark IIs, and I can upgrade it into a single Mark III. And of course, you get 64 RF per tick. It transfers up to 512, and it holds 850,000. There's a Mark IV, Mark V, and a Mark VI, which is very cool. So this is a new mod for me, and I'm very, very excited about getting to mess with it. This is a furnace generator. Now, Extra Utilities version 1.2.1. It is shipping with an old version of the RF API. So you cannot put this next to a machine and have the machine pull power from it. Yeah, This is where all the problems started. I made this to actually power my machines, and then I discovered I couldn't. I have to have conduits and cables. Now, I could have just gone to a Sterling generator from Ender.io and solved the problem, but I figured once that I realized this is forcing me to make cables, well, I may as well make cables. So now I've got these machines. This is probably where I'm stopping for the time being on Ender.io, because I want to go into thermal expansion. Here's a pulverizer. This is actually a sawmill. I actually want to move this over to here. And then I'm gonna get a nice chest. Some wood that I separated out. And let's put that stuff back in there. So, I'm gonna put a, oh gosh. See, I can actually look it all up now. I have not messed with thermal expansion probably in like 4 or 5 months now. So I'm super rusty at all the terms. Redstone furnace, I probably want to make one of, but I don't know if I'm going to put it here. I'll probably just do that. Go ahead and make a redstone furnace there. But I want to make it, that's it, an induction smelter. I want to make an induction smelter. And I'm probably going to have another line of machines over here. Run some cabling under the floors, or in the floors, whatever the case may be. And run another line of machines right over here. And I'll put an induction smelter over here, probably its own pulverizer right next to it. That's usually a good idea. But I'm going to have a pulverizer and a redstone furnace right here. So this is what I've been up to right now down here. Let's go upstairs real quick, and I want to show you the new expansion wing. These will be jutting off. I'm going to have a glass wall that's going to go over with an archway. So this is all going to be glassed in when I'm done with it. This is a nice little walkway to an outside walkway. And I've got my gardens over here with a nice upgraded, better chest. This is doing all the planting and all the harvesting automatically for this entire field. This is all wheat and potatoes. I need to get carrots and throw them in here too, but nah. So I have these. What I'm going to do is, actually, I can go do that right now. I still have some grass blocks. Let's go downstairs. I got them with my Silk Touch shovel. And I need to move the storage. I'm just going to grab 2. That's all I need. And then we can head up here. I need to get my watering can out again. On this side, I don't need to till the land for them, but on this side, I actually have ender lilies growing. So this is going to be my ender pearl supply, which means I don't have to hunt for endermen. So eventually, I want to have one of these wings sticking off onto, let's zoom in a little bit. So there'll be one sticking off between here. It'll wing out the same way. There's going to be one here, and there's going to be one here, and then that base down below will be gone. The only thing you'll see is one stone platform at the bottom that will probably have my mailbox, which is going to be an ender chest, and it will have my probably little wooden docks around it to make it look kind of like a boating dock. And that's about it. All that platform will be gone. I'm going to get rid of it. Because it's kind of an eyesore. I use lily pads all the way around here so I can cross back and forth without having to jump and risk damaging the farmland. I like using lily pads, and since I'm in a swamp, as you can see, there's tons of them. Now, the bad part about about it being in a swamp like this is that if you jump off and hit one of those lily pads, it's just as good as hitting solid ground. You will die. Yes, I know that from experience. It's happened once already. By the way, that's the airship docks right there. I'm going to put some wooden docks that come off in a pattern and actually make it, start making Archimedes ships that I dock there. Different sizes and different shapes. And I'll leave a couple of dock spaces open so other people can use them. I think it'll be cool. Make it look busy. Eventually there's going to be a third floor up above this. That will be second floor, second floor, second floor. And then the third floor is actually going to stick out a bit more. It's going to be a bit larger. Actually, I don't know. I might make it the same size. I'm going to figure that one out. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to wait for my night to settle in, and I'm going to sleep. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are back in the world. The first couple of episodes of this show are probably going to be a little weird. They're going to be all over the place. They're going to be me explaining the build. I'm still getting my infrastructure up and going, so I'm still explaining things that I'm discovering. I am going to intentionally leave. Let's go back upstairs again. Oh, God. This is one thing I don't like about this spiral staircase design. You really have to walk up it precisely. I'm going to have one of these wings that are going to be left completely untilled, completely just grass, and I'm going to use that as a Botania platform. So that's one thing you can look forward to. I will probably put it over here, southeast corner. That's the northeast corner. Probably southeast corner is going to be Botania. There is Witchery, and I might make another one for Witchery, but I'm probably going to have at least one, if not two, devoted to tree farms. I think that would be a good thing. Maybe a couple of small MFR tree farms we'll actually have to see. But that's the plans right now. I would love to hear feedback from you guys. You know what? Let's go downstairs real quick. So if you go down one step, actually, let me... I was trying to think about that. Here's the boat. I'm going to mount this. And let's lower down just a little bit. So this is the base so far. I'm going to have another one of these things right here. You can stop drifting. Thank you. It's going to be over here, another one over here, and another one over here. So there's going to be 4 of them, just like the main spheres. I'm going to try and devote a lot of the tech space to each of the actual modules. So this main module right here is actually going to be devoted to primarily thermal expansion and Ender IO. I might have enough mechanism machines just to get into making like wind turbines, because wind turbines would be amazing up here. We do have big reactors, but I'm probably not going to do big reactor power this time around unless I absolutely need it. We'll see. We will see. But turbines is up at Y level 200. Turbines would be amazing up here. So I really do want to do some wind turbines at various points on the base. Probably hanging off the ends of the compass modules. And I think it could be a cool thing. So yeah, I'm still looking for feedback on this base design. What do you guys think about this? Is it just too crazy? Do you think I'm being over ambitious or what? Here we are getting above that star field. Again. When you get above 200, you start saying weird stuff. Let me swivel the boat around so the control console's not in the way. So yeah, I think it's going to be great. Once we actually get the housing and all the glass in, it'll be a little safer. And yeah. So I'd love to hear feedback so far on things. I'm hoping on next week's episodes I can actually start getting into more tech stuff on camera, because I'm hoping I'll have a better infrastructure in place by then. That means I'll be able to actually start exploring the newbie stuff for Botania, which is going to be a new experience for me. I have never messed with Botania. That's going to be totally new for me. This thing does not make tight turns. Not really. Let's see if I can line this up. Okay, pull this forward just a little bit. Nope, too high. Whoa! See, every once in a while the controls on these airships just bug out. There was something below me and I was pressing down. There really is like no way to easily pilot these things. I kind of wish that when you went into the controls for them, they automatically went into a third person, like an external camera view. I think that would make it a lot easier to move them around. Anyway, I need to know what you guys think about the base so far. I need suggestions. I need design ideas. I'm still not sold on that spiral staircase in the middle. Maybe somebody out there has a better idea. Okay, let's park it. I'm going to line it up. There we go. Easy peasy. Then we one step up, go back indoors. So that's going to be the docks down there. I can't wait to hear more from you on what you think about the base so far. Next week, I'm hoping to actually start getting into Botania. Botania has a wand that lets you create dirt from mana. And I need that because I'm actually using a lot of dirt up here for the green space that I'm building into the actual structure. Ooh, a flower. I'm going to actually move you over there. Oh yeah, swamp flower. Let's just plant that there. So, in the meantime, I'll talk to you folks later. I'm having fun in ModSauce. This base design is really getting my mind going. It's really striving, stretching my imagination. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.